With this video, I'm going to show how to use the X-at and Y-at point filters, and if you were working 3D, the Z-at that you'll be able to figure out. So I'm going to move these blocks from where they're at to match with the letter and number that corresponds to what they have, and the same in the Y. And this is part of the bonus students have to work on, and it's just to show how it is, only theirs is a little more complicated. So I grip the first circle and it's hot. I simply do X-at and I come here and I pick X1 and it's lined up perfect. I can grip this one, X-at for X2, lined up perfect. Hit escape to cancel the grips if I want to. Again, X3, I do X-at, I pick X3. And if I do grip the next one, it's X4, X-at, X4 lined up. I'll do one more here, which again, X-at, X5, and now they're lined up perfectly. And if I do the same thing with a Y, I grip the center of it, make it hot, and I do Y-at. I'm doing Y1, so I go here and pick Y1, make it hot, Y-at for Y2, escape to cancel some of those grips so they don't look too bad. Do another Y-at for Y3, we pick there. We do another one here, we center, it's hot, away we go. Y-at and Y4, and escape, cancel all the grips, another Y-at, Y5, and there we go. And now we've moved all those over to where they are exactly in alignment with the corresponding point that you have down through here as such. And that's one way that we do this. Now, before I go to the next drawing, I want to show you what the macros on the toolbars look like in case you need to do this at home. When you enter a macro, it's a perfect typist, and you would enter in that command .yz, semicolon is the same as pressing enter, an O snap of none so it doesn't accidentally snap someplace, another semicolon for enter, and the at sign, which means at the last point pick, which is where you're starting from when you hot gripped it. And this would prompt you for the letter that's missing, an X. This one would prompt you for Y when you picked it, and this one would prompt you for Z if you were working in 3D. Alright, I'm going to show one more example of how this works on another drawing, and that'll be it. Here's a crude electrical schematic that I'm going to use the X-at to draw lines to. And if I start my line command, I snap to this quadrant. I do an X-at, and I go up here and I want to line up with this, so I pick, and that instantly locks my line in place, and now I have to do is pick again where I'm at. Space bar to end and repeat the command, doing it twice. Pick there, Y-at, grab that quadrant and pick again, and I'm done. 2 returns, I'm back in the command, pick the quadrant, Y-at, I come down to the quadrant that I want, pick it right again, space bar double times, back to here, X-at, I grab this quadrant, pick it again, and I'm done. Just that easy. I'm going to do one more here that shows how to do stretches and other moves of things besides all the line drawing. In this drawing, I'm just going to do some simple stretch commands and such as that, and then we'll see what we have here. So we do with a stretch, we do the crossing pick that's required. We grab this corner and we hit X-at, and we go here in the quadrant, same as the center, and bingo, it's lined up perfectly. And if I do a return and a stretch, and I come here, and now when I pick here, and if I do Y-at, I went to here, you can see with the AutoCAD how it previews this, where this is going to be. Wherever I pause, that's showing you that's exactly where it'll be. This is really nice in the newer version of AutoCAD, that it'll show you what you're going to get ahead of time. If I pick there and pick, there it is. Just that easily, I stretched that exactly in the Y only direction or the X only direction, and I didn't have to wait on any polar tracking lines to show up or anything else. I just picked what I wanted to do and away I went. And if this were a polyline, which it isn't, let's go here. We'll grab this polyline and we simply do Y-at, and we go to the midpoint of here, and that's what I get. If I'd stretch it again and I choose Y at and I come down to here, that's where it lines up. I grab it here, I choose X at, and I line the midpoint of it as such. Once again, X at, center of it, it's lined up perfect. That is how easy it is to do with the point filters on steroids, the X at, Y at, and Z at. Mike O'Donnell, a friend from many years ago, about 20-some years ago, he and I were doing piping design, and we come up with doing this, and we've been using it all these years, and it's absolutely wonderful, and especially for working in 3D. And that's all, and good luck to you.